Don't ask me to talk.
From the sublime to the ridiculous.
Join me, Stacey Heller,
And me, Eric Reidar.
as we talk about what's good to watch, read, see, listen to, and more.
An edutaining 1-hour break in your day that includes the segment, What Are We Eating? Sponsored by Dingfelder's Delicatessen.
Stick with us for something good. Hey everyone, it is September 15th. Welcome to Don't Ask Me to Talk. I am your co-host, Stacey Heller. I'm, of course, joined...
Hey, it's me, Eric Reidar.
by him. I love that. So our show is a distraction from the things that you're normally listening to. Perhaps you've been listening to the news. You've been listening to whether it's financial news, Kardashian news, the Queen's news, whatever you're listening to. There's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of it is, frankly, negative. So we are a distraction from that. We like to focus on kind of random fun stuff and goodness that's in the world, because good stuff should be shared. So once again, thank you to everybody that listens to the show. If you like it and you miss it sometimes, don't worry about it. It's a podcast. You can subscribe to the podcast wherever you follow your podcasts, and you can listen to it at a more convenient time. Love the show? Great. Share it with other people. They probably would love to hear some fun and frivolity. And remember that I also have a show called Stacey Connects. You can check that one out as well. So if you want to follow the playlist that we created on Spotify, the name of the playlist is DAMTT, Damped. It's the acronym, of course, for the show. Don't Ask Me to Talk. See what we did there. And we started a playlist that has music from our top favorite albums from a couple episodes ago, and we're going to keep adding to it. And remember, you can also follow Stacey Podcasts on Instagram. So, I guess I should let you know that if you want to call, leave a message, leave a voicemail, if you have something that you want to share with us, we love that. We don't hear from you enough. So text us or call us at 475-999-2726. It is a great space to tell us what you're thinking. Tell us your opinion. And also tell us what you think of Eric's usual random numbers.
Yeah, just dial us up. 475-99 Yeah, Pan.
I don't know. I feel like they're getting worse instead of better.
Well, there's a limited amount of these, so I'm just trying to go through them, and eventually, like, one will just ding.
Yeah.
That'll be the best.
I mean, maybe I should have picked a different number, but whatever. Anyway, that's here nor there. We can make good out of this, right?
Absolutely.
And yeah, Pam. Is it Pam or Pan?
I think it might be both.
Oh, look at that. Huh.
Yeah, Pam.
I know. I kind of
like... Or Ya Ram or Ya Pan.
I kind of like yeah, Pam. Like, hey, yeah, Pam.
Yeah. 475-99 Yeah, Pam. That's YA.
So for all you Pams out there, this number is for you.
That's right.
This is your
Pam,
moment
we're talking
to shine.
to you.
Exactly.
Call us. Text us.
Please. Okay, so it is that time of the show when we talk about some of our ridiculous high holidays. Are you ready, Eric?
I am ready.
Okay. So today, I'm not just doing national, I'm doing international too. So this one, it's ridiculous, of course, but I love it because I know the book that it's about. So it's International Dot Day. And this was started here in...
About time the Department of Transportation gets that shout out that it deserves. They're working so hard.
Different dots.
Oh.
Yeah. Nope. This is based on a book called The Dot by Peter Reynolds. And it's a book that I own, which is why I was like, oh my gosh, look at me. It's a children's book about a young girl named Vashti, and she is looking at art that's in her classroom, or I can't remember the context exactly. And her teacher encourages her that it starts with a dot. Just like, don't worry about, I can't do this, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do whatever. Just make a dot. And so she makes a dot, and then the teacher says, great, sign it. And she signs it, and the teacher puts it up on the wall and says, good for you, look what you made. And through that, it's this whole encouragement of turning your dot into something else.
And thus, pointillism was born.
And there you go. And yeah, pointillism. Can you imagine? Like, have you ever seen a pointillist painting up close?
Yeah.
It's quite something.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool. It's artists that do pointillism. It's like being able to see the 50,000 foot view and then like the right up close to like the leaf and the bark view. I could not do that. I would not have the focus. Mine would be like pointillist vomit. So I check out the book. It's called, I can't remember if it's called The Dot. I think it's called The Dot, and it's by Peter Reynolds. It's a great children's book, but it's also a great book for somebody if you know that maybe they're trying to figure out what they want to do in their life, what do they want to be when they grow up, and they need to just like start with something. I would also argue that it's a great graduation gift or a good gift for someone who's just trying to figure out like how to make their mark in the world. You just start with a dot.
Yeah,
right?
That's a mark right there.
There's the mark. Okay, so now on a national level, this one confused me.
I got to say, Peter Reynolds, he hired the right publicist. If he can get an international fake holiday
right?
as opposed to just a national or a local fake holiday, you're really doing something there.
I agree. And apparently it started with a school teacher who taught the book to her kids, and they started something called the Dot Club, which, you know what, I didn't look up and I should have. Because I feel like I would like to be in the Dot Club. And, this whole idea of, I don't know, like having a whole day. I mean, what can we do to have a damped day?
I guess we just declare it at some point. It seems like that's all these folks have done. Somebody just declared it.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
We're going to have to think about this, like what we want our day to mean. Because, don't ask me to talk. Like, we want people to talk. It's obviously tongue in cheek.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Because people might think, oh, well, that's just a moment of silence.
It is.
But
antithesis.
Exactly. It's the antithesis
of a moment of silence.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to have to think about this.
Speaking of moment of silence, anytime I hear that phrase, there was a show called TV Funhouse that was on Comedy Central for a while. And they did a song because it was World War II, Hawaii.
Oh, Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor Day.
I'm like, Hawaii?
I'm just blanking out on Pearl Harbor Day.
Okay.
So it's Pearl Harbor Day. And so they're like, now it's time for the moment of silence. And then they sing this song that goes on for like 5 minutes called The Moment of Silence. And it's a real big brassy number. We do the moment of silence. And there's like some soft shoe involved and stuff in there and horns and stuff. And anytime I hear someone say, now let's have a moment of silence for the victims, I can't help. Now my brain is demented and can't help but think, the moment of silence.
I'm totally looking this up because that is the kind of thing that like I am.
If it's available on Spotify, we'll have to put it on the playlist.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of that song lyric. I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral. Like, I never met a moment of silence I didn't want to fill.
Bare Naked Ladies,
yes.
I think is that. Yeah.
That's exactly who it is. And it, like, a moment of silence, it's always so awkward. And it's like
right.
Nothing like making it really awkward.
That's right.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
So I think that song is almost our theme song because we're not doing the moment of silence. We're talking, despite the title.
Yeah, so maybe it's Moment of Silence Day.
Only if people got to know that song, I think.
Yeah, we'd have to do a lot of education.
That's right.
That seems like a big nut to push up a hill.
It is. It is.
All right. Well, I'll put that in the bowl, and
Put
it'll
that
be
on the
one
back
of the
burner,
yeah,
yep.
exactly. I love how we go off on these tangents because then that's also making me think of when I was a kid. There was a Christmas version of, is it The Sound of Silence that is Simon and Garfunkel?
Mm-hmm.
And they did that song, and in the background there was like a news. They had like all the news that's going on in the world and stuff like that. And it must have been a live version or a special. I just remember as a kid hearing, or maybe my parents were listening to the news and Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, nothing says Christmas like "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Right? So I may be getting that wrong. I'm going to look this up for regrets. I've had a few
Sure.
for next week. I'm making a note right now to look up the Sound of Silence. So today is now on the national level. It is Cheese Toast Day. Now, I'm upset with this because it's grilled cheese.
Right. I mean, that's
Who calls it cheese toast?
This may be like a British thing.
No.
No?
I looked it up. So I'm glad that you said that.
Well, because beans on toast famously is a dish that many British people enjoy. And I think cheese toast is maybe kind of like beans on toast, but you're saying I'm wrong?
Well, I mean, I would not say you're wrong. I'm trying to take the word wrong out of my vocabulary, and I'm trying to call it you're different. But according to National Today, National Cheese Toast Day, September 15th, is United States.
Okay.
And it says this flavorful combination born in California is a favorite around the world. It's so simple and very filling. You can even add some toppings to it if you want. But even a simple, good old piece of cheese toast works. So National Cheese Toast Day.
I'm going to counter with this Wikipedia article about cheese on toast. Cheese on toast is made by placing sliced or grated cheese on toasted bread and melting it under a grill. It is popular in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand, the Caribbean, and in African countries. It's sometimes called Welsh rarebit, although that can involve sauce, including other ingredients as well. It's also known as roasted cheese in the west of Scotland. So no mention of the U.S. In the cheese on toast article on Wikipedia. So
Well, okay, and now here's the other thing that's confusing me.
This is a controversial
thing. What actually, I hope that it is what you're talking about, because the picture on National Today, someone did not find an image that matches what they're talking about, because they're showing grilled cheese sandwiches with the stringy cheese, like 2 pieces of bread, right? Now, it says, when we think of cheese toast, blah, 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 it's a tasty treat that is prepared using a single slice of bread that is toasted with melted cheese on top. And the original cheese toast was created using egg bread topped with Parmesan cheese mixture. Later, chefs started using an egg-based bread. And then, I mean, it looks like it's like an open-faced.
Yes, it's like an open-faced grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm with you. I think if you're going to go to all that trouble, slap another slice of bread on there.
Right.
You got a meal,
Yes.
instead of just a snack.
Yes.
And a little side of cream of tomato soup to go with it.
Right?
Chef's kiss.
By the way, here's a PSA for all of you. So if you have a Nordstrom that has a Nordstrom cafe, the best deal that you can get if you're at a mall, forget going to the pretzel place. Sorry, Auntie Am's and Wetzel's Pretzels. Forget going to all these other places. Go get the grilled cheese and tomato soup kids meal from the Nordstrom Cafe. You get a free fountain drink and like potato chips and a grilled cheese sandwich. And
I didn't know they even had a cafe. That's cool.
They have a cafe.
That's a holdover from department stores of the past.
Yep.
For sure.
And
when I was a kid, my mom worked at the Sears restaurant.
Yep.
Back when Sears had restaurants.
Yeah. And like they still have a cafe in a lot of places. The one that is near us in Bellevue, Washington, they have both the grill, which is fancier and serves alcohol, and then they also have the cafe. And their tomato basil soup is, talk about chef's kiss. It is unbelievable. It's so good.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say not as delicious, no doubt, as that Nordstrom grilled cheese kids meal that you described, but the cheese on toast and cheese toast in general just reminds me when I was a kid. My uncle was like, "Hey, I made pizza," and I was like, "I love pizza," so I was like so excited, and then. It turned out, and my uncle, I should say, was only a couple years older than me, so okay. I was maybe like 4 at the time. So keep that in mind for this story.
Sure.
He took Wonder Bread, put ketchup on that, and then put cheese on top of it, and then either microwaved it or toasted. I can't remember, but yeah, that was his idea of pizza, and I was like, yeah, what the heck? I'll try it, and I gotta say. It wasn't that bad, but yeah.
I mean, ketchup is like a tomato sauce.
That's
sweet,
right. Yeah.
And like
far from pizza, but in a pinch as a 4-year-old.
I was just going to say, or as a bachelor, as a 24-year-old.
That's right.
Oh, that's funny. Last thing that today is Prince Harry's birthday. I mean, there's a lot more that today is.
Yeah.
But happy birthday to Prince Harry, who has become...
And our condolences on your grandmother passing this week.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, all of the conversation that happens, and all of the stuff. Everyone forgets that ultimately this is a family that's in grieving. And say what you want about the monarchy, it's been around a lot longer than Queen Elizabeth was. And Princes Harry and William and the whole family. I don't know, it's grandma. It's grandma. So, anyway, happy birthday, Harry. I hope you have many more. All right. Do we have any regrets from last show that you need to follow up on, by the way?
My regret is that I can't think of any regrets from the last show, that stuff that I left out. But our topic, I think, was one of those ones that was, pretty self-contained. I wasn't kicking myself that it didn't mention a favorite idiom as I left last week.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So, perfect.
But if you have any, please, by all means.
I don't. I mean, it's half a dozen one way or the other. Yeah, there you go. So on that note, let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more Don't Ask Me to Talk. Stacy Connects. It's not just my business, it's my superpower. Whether you need the right tone and messaging for a new venture, or you've plateaued with your current one, I can help. I connect clients with themselves and their potential. Then, I identify unique solutions that translate your brand into messaging that connects your target audience with your business. Go to stacyconnects.com to connect with me and your messaging.
Interested in learning something new? Meeting someone new? Find out things that we have in common? Well, of course you are. You're a human being. So let's get intentional about it. Join me, JDK Winnikin, every week and get all of that in less than an hour. I'm a writer, a historian, a social commentator, and my show is all about you. Really, that's what it's called. This show is all about you. Get my perspectives on the week's news and hear fascinating guests whose stories will inspire and move you. My show is all about giving you something that connects us. Join me Mondays on Kixie 880 at 3 p.m. or download it as a podcast.
Can't get enough of Stacy and Eric? Then be sure and check out Stacy Connects with Stacy Heller wherever you find podcasts. Stacy chats with guests about a variety of topics, hoping to make a connection through conversation.
Hey, welcome back to Don't Ask Me to Talk. I am Stacy. I'm joined, of course, by Eric.
That's me.
So, reminder, if you are wanting to add something, especially the center part of the show, when we're talking about our random topics that we pick, we would love to hear what your thoughts are on some of the things that you like. For instance, today our conversation is movies that we can watch on repeat.
Yeah.
So
not necessarily our top 5 movies
no.
like we did with our top 5 records, but movies that anytime it's on, like on cable or whatever, you walk into the room or someone else is watching it, you can't help but sit down and enjoy it until the end of the movie, so to speak.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the perfect definition. And, so don't confuse it with our favorite movies or the best movies or the American Film Institute's like list of movies.
Top 100.
This is our personal, like, it stops us in our tracks.
Yeah.
And we're like, ooh, I'm going to sit down and watch it.
This is fun.
Exactly. But we'd love to hear what yours are. So remember, you can text what you think to 475-999-2726. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready to go.
So do you want to do it like we did last time where I tell you all of mine, or do you want to go back and forth?
Let's go back and forth.
Okay. All right. So you start this time.
All right. Well, probably my number one, watch it 100 times and still not sick of it, movie is Ghost World. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the movie that launched Scarlett Johansson's career.
Yeah.
And Thora Birch is in it, and she's amazing. And it's very funny. It's also tinged with sadness in parts. And yeah, it's a hard to describe movie, but it's about 2 friends that are just about to graduate, and then they do graduate in the movie from high school, and then they're trying to figure out what to do next. And they've been like best friends for a long time, and then things start to kind of break apart as friends, and it sounds a lot more serious than it is, but it's just I think a perfect movie. And
okay.
The graphic novel that it's based on by Daniel Clowes is phenomenal too, but it's like maybe 20 pages or something. And
wow.
Longer than that, but it's definitely they took like the seed of something and then grew a tree from it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, Scarlett Johansson and Thora Birch, like they're really great. Okay, so I'm
absolutely, and I never understood why Scarlett Johansson became a huge star after this, but Thora Birch did not. And I love Scarlett Johansson, but for me, Thora Birch is like amazing in this movie. So I was like, okay, of the 2 that you would think are going to go on to phenomenal success, it would be Thora, but it doesn't always work out that way.
And it has Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi, and he's fantastic.
I love Steve Buscemi. I mean, honestly, all you had to do is say Steve Buscemi, and I'm like, oh, I'm in. All right, that's a good one. I'll start with Grosse Pointe Blank for me. So John Cusack.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Right? And Joan Cusack and his childhood buddy, what's his name? Jeremy Piven.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then it's got Minnie Driver in it.
She's great.
Dan Aykroyd. So this movie, I loved. The soundtrack is amazing.
Great soundtrack, for sure.
Such a great soundtrack. And John Cusack coming back for his high school reunion after having basically ditching his prom date, like on prom night.
Yeah.
And kind of just went completely off the grid. And turns out he became a contracted killer.
Right.
And he comes back to Grosse Pointe to attend the high school reunion.
Yeah. I was just going to sum that up by saying he's a professional assassin sent on a mission to a small Detroit suburb in Grosse Pointe. And by coincidence, his 10-year high school reunion party is taking place there at the same time.
Yep.
And then the fun begins.
Exactly.
But I feel like this movie gets forgotten because the premise has been used, it seems like multiple times after this. I mean, most notably Sopranos had a very similar thing, a gangster in therapy.
Right.
And, so this, but it's a great movie. Like you said, it's just a lot of fun. And John Cusack, as usual, is fantastic.
Yep.
and Joan and Minnie Driver, and a great cast, like you said, and great soundtrack
It
for
was,
sure.
it was just,
Good choice.
it was just funny and a little bit of action and a little bit of romance. Like, it has everything.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, next.
Walk Hard,
Oh.
the Dewey Cox story.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, it's a must watch.
Walk Hard or Rock Hard? Or none of them?
Walk Hard,
Oh, okay.
the Dewey Cox story.
All right.
It's great. It's got a fantastic cast, and it's John C. Reilly as Dewey Cox, who is a fictional singer and songwriter. And basically, this takes every music parody or every music biography that you've seen, whether it's the Johnny Cash story or whether it's Elvis or whatever. It takes all those cliches or tropes and satirizes them beautifully by creating this fictional character called Dewey Cox. And it wouldn't work if John C. Reilly wasn't so talented, but he is fantastic as an actor, but also he's a great singer.
Yes.
And the songs in this movie are really good. They're very funny, but they're also just great songs. And they straddle everything from like the 50s on up to the 70s or 80s, I think, is when he passes on in the movie. And it's hilarious. And I got to say, of the Judd Apatow movies, this, I think, is their finest effort.
I love that the movies that you like, the movies and the music are so different. And to your point about John C. Reilly, he was also in Chicago.
That's right.
And he sang Mr. Invisible, which reminds me of our moment of silence. I guess you're not invisible if you're doing a big number. That looks amazing, and I'm totally going to check that out.
It's one of those ones where it's just so good, and I come back to it over and over and over with the quotes because they just, make me laugh. And I just don't understand how it wasn't like a smash hit because it just had everything going for it as far as I was concerned.
Maybe it was too smart. Sometimes smart movies don't do well.
Yeah, but it's just incredibly funny, So I just don't understand why it wasn't a huge smash hit, but, well worth it if you haven't seen it. Walk Hard.
All right. Okay. Next, which one am I going to go with? I'm going to go now with my romantic side. I'm going Pride and Prejudice. Now, there's a lot of versions of this. So I am talking specifically about the one with Keira Knightley and I think it's Matthew McFadden. And there is something about this particular version. It has Donald Sutherland plays her dad. And there's something about this particular one that, like, I don't look at actors and usually think like, oh, what a dreamboat. And especially in these adaptations of books and whatever, it's like the styles are just like hideous. And it's like, oh, look at the guy with the huge mutton chops and like, isn't he hot? No. But there was just something about the intelligence of the dialogue, and it really brought around the story and the scene at the end where Mr. Darcy is walking across and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And what's funny is maybe movies that you can watch over and over again are genetic, because my daughter Grace, she watched this movie so often. Her brother for Christmas, I think last year, gave her a DVD player and the DVD so that she could watch it, even if it's not on a streaming channel. That's how often she watches it. So if you have even a slightly romantic bone in your body, or you like literature of yesteryear, check out Pride and Prejudice, the one with Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadden. It's good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, your turn.
Another musical comedy that I think is just a great movie. I'm not going to say it's the best movie or whatever, but it's just one of those ones that I've seen tons of times, and I just love it so much, is That Thing You Do. Tom Hanks's directorial debut. It's about a band called The Wonders, a fictional group.
I mean, the Oneaters.
That's right. You've seen it. It's set in the 60s, and they turn out to be one-hit wonders, hence the name The Wonders. And it's just so well done. I mean, the music is fantastic, including the title song by the late, great Adam Schlesinger, who was part of a band that I loved a lot called Fountains of Wayne. And just the performances are great. And I just would have thought that everybody from that movie was going to be the next big stars. But it didn't really turn out that way, but it's still just a fantastic movie.
It's Liv Tyler, Steven Zahn, Rita Wilson, not obviously, but Tom Hanks. And what I love is
Charlize Theron is in it, Tom Everett Scott, Liv Tyler, as you said, Steve Zahn, Ethan Embry, Giovanni Ribisi, Chris Isaac is in it even. Yeah,
it's super fun, and what you're right, like there's the whole like bubblegum manufacturing of like pop stars of the time where it was like, they just went out on tour and it was like, boom, you're in, you're out, whatever. And then there was this sort of side story with the main character, Shades, they called him.
The drummer.
Yes, the drummer, with Del Paxton. And the fact that
which is a fictional jazz drummer that he looked up to and admired. And then in the movie, he gets to meet him, and he finds out that, being in a pop band with some success it doesn't mean as much to him really as just, being able to play music and, to meet his heroes. And
exactly.
But, it's really good.
He's not chasing stardom. He's like chasing the opportunity to actually make music.
Exactly.
It's like I Am Spartacus. Like
right.
His like number at the end. He's like, what do you call it?
It's just a great slice of life, really.
It is.
Yeah.
It's got everything. You're right. That's a good one. Good job. Okay, I am gonna go then with another one that I will always stop in my tracks to watch, which is Empire Records. It is a bizarre movie that I did not know about at the time, but I have seen it a whole bunch of times, and I'm always like, could there be any more stars in this movie?
Liv Tyler, for one.
Yep.
Who was in That Thing You Do.
Yep. And Renee Zellweger is in it.
And I got to admit, I haven't seen this one, but I'll say that the soundtrack features one of my favorite songs of all time, one of my favorite artists of all time, Edward Collins, with A Girl Like You, which became a smash hit for him around the world. So, I got to have kudos for Empire Records, but I still haven't seen it. So
basically it's about a franchise record store that is being like, it's an independent record store that's being sold to one of the big chains. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like their last hurrah. And the kids that work at the radio store, it's a motley crew with very diverse interests in music. And, this is kind of an ode to those kids and kind of the ridiculousness of everything. And at the end, there's a catchy dance number on the roof of Empire Records. So
it looked at the time kind of like fluff, and even the description sounds kind of like fluff, but sometimes fluff is just very enjoyable. And there's for 90 minutes.
There's some deep, dark, things in here about like identity, about depression, about suicidal ideation, about sexuality, mm-hmm. about community, connection. Like there's actually there's more
depth to it.
Yeah, it's an angsty time, and it's also a celebration of like all these people that have different loves of different types of music getting together.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. All right.
Well, I'm putting that on my list to watch because I've got like a big list of movies that were like, oh, I never got around to watching that. Why didn't I? And now that we have, a million streaming channels and the opportunity to just pick something very easily, at that list mm-hmm. it has grown quite a bit. But that's definitely one I'll add for sure.
Excellent. All right, you're up.
Okay, Sexy Beast from 2000. One of my favorites. Just I watch this anytime I can. It's great. It's the short description: brutal gangster Don Logan recruits retired safe cracker Gal for one last job, but it goes badly for both of them. And that description doesn't really tell you much about it, but it's about London gangsters, one of them who's retired, played by Ray Winstone, who's fantastic in this. And he is retired to Greece, with his wife, and he doesn't want any part of, the gangster lifestyle anymore. But Don Logan, played by Ben Kingsley, who is, it goes without saying that he's phenomenal. He's so good in everything, but it's just you when you see this, you see his range like nothing else. And he is sent to Greece basically to recruit Gal for this safe cracking job. And he is a psychopath, and the laid back Gal has to deal with this psychopath staying at his house basically and recruiting him for this job that he doesn't want to do. And then the fun begins. So it sounds really dark. It's actually very funny, but it's also just super compelling, and just another one that I just don't understand why it wasn't like one of the biggest movies of the year. But it's great. It really is good.
Oh, all right. I'm writing a list of these, and what I'll do is on our Instagram, I will put a list of these movies.
Yeah, we could even do like a trailer playlist maybe from YouTube or something.
There you go. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, my next one. So this is one that I didn't have on my original list, and I don't know why, but it's not too late because I'm adding the Lego Movie. So having 4 kids and seeing a ton of different animated movies and, Disney movies and yada, yada, yada. The Lego Movie is just amazing. First of all, Lego is just iconic as a toy, and everybody knows what it is. And then, have you seen it? You've seen it.
I haven't seen it, but...
Are you kidding me right now? Okay, do not walk.
Well, there's so many of these like Lego movies that have come out, so I haven't seen it. I haven't seen like the Minions or Despicable Me.
No.
I don't have kids, but I gotta say that I completely understand if you're an adult with kids and you find a movie that the whole family can enjoy and you don't feel like it's insulting your intelligence, that's gotta be a big win.
Yes, and this movie, I 100% will tell you I would watch it if I didn't have kids. It is so. I feel like I can't even spoil it for you. It's so good, and I'll spoil this part about it. So it's Legos and kind of like a Free Guy-esque thing, right? Where the Legos they come to life and they have personalities, and it's a construction worker and whatever. What you learn at the end is that there's perhaps 2 types of Lego builders. The ones that are like, I'm just putting together random pieces, and look, here's my battleship that I made with random parts. And then there's the people that follow like the kits, and they want it all exactly the way it's supposed to be. And so there's a bigger statement at work here about Legos. Who are they for? Who plays with them? How do you play with them? And this amazing story. And I'm not even going to give it away, Eric, because I am telling you, it is your plans for tonight.
Okay. It's definitely going on my list.
No. It's not going on your list. You're watching it tonight. Okay. Next.
Well, we're running out of time, but I will say one more. Lovely and Amazing from 2001, I think, is an underrated gem. It's got Catherine Keener and Emily Mortimer, and it's very funny, very touching. And, the description from IMDb is self-esteem and insecurity are at the heart of this comedy about the relationship between a mother and her 3 confused daughters. and that doesn't really tell you much about it, but it's just one of those ones where it's just so it got so many great funny lines and a great attitude, and yeah, I think it's really underrated, and more people should see it.
What's it called again?
Lovely and Amazing.
Okay.
It's one, anytime I see part of it, I sit down and enjoy it for a while.
So I'm torn between my last two. So since I'm the one that made the rules, I get to break them. I love the movie Roman Holiday. It's with Audrey Hepburn. It is an old black and white movie. This idea that a princess kind of escapes the confines of her castle and goes out and thinks that she's getting away with having a day like a commoner. And of course, it turns out that the person that she hangs out with is actually a journalist, and they're being followed all day by a photographer. But it is charming, so charming. So I love that one. And I always stop like dead in my tracks. But really I stop and it is a guilty pleasure 100% is Mamma Mia. Because the music, obviously, right, and like the scenery and the whole thing and the ridiculousness of like Meryl Streep and Pierce Brosnan singing. I mean, it is painful, but it's like painfully cute. Like, it's just, did you see that one?
I haven't seen it. I'm not a huge ABBA fan, but everybody that I know that have seen it really likes it. So it's one I'll have to give a chance.
It's adorable. And I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like good, clean fun. So totally love that one. All right. So that's good. So on my list, it was Pride and Prejudice, Grosse Pointe Blank, Empire Records, The Lego Movie, and Mamma Mia. On your list, it was Ghost World, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, That Thing You Do, Sexy Beast, and Lovely and Amazing.
Perfect.
There you go. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
I know I'm going to have some regrets. I've had a few next week for sure.
Totally. Whether it's fly fishing or French pastry, we all have something that makes our tail wag. Involuntary and instinctive, it's sparked by excitement, inspired by purpose, and it speaks to who we are. I'm Stacey Heller of Stacey Connects. I lead clients to the place that makes their tail wag. As a creative director, I bring ideas to life. As a podcast producer, I give ideas a voice. Stacey Connects. It's my superpower. If you want to connect with me, Stacey Heller, go to staceyconnects.com. Don't ask me to talk. Welcome back to the show. This is, of course, my favorite part of the show because it's the part of the show where I leave hungry.
That's right. We talked to the Lord of the Sandwich, the King of the Knish. That's right. It's Mr. Vance Dingfelder.
Knish King. The Knish King.
That's right.
Wow.
The Pastrami Queen and the Knish King. Or the Love Ninja.
That doesn't quite fit in with the royalty theme, but I'll allow it.
I love Olive Stacy cream cheese. How about that?
Yeah, that's a thing.
How about that? Okay, that you invented, that we now sell. Okay, so a significant amount. Let's just say that we sell about 10 pounds a week.
Really?
Yes, of your cream cheese.
Okay.
Yes.
So
and everybody loves the color. Okay.
So, for people listening, I love olive cream cheese. And on the East Coast, it's fairly common. And, it's delicious. It's got like a salty taste to it. And on a fresh bagel, it is just unbelievable. And so, going to Dingfelder's, Vance has amazing bagels. I'm like, where's your olive cream cheese?
Castle Vetrano.
Yeah.
He's really good olives in that cream cheese.
Right. Like, normally the olives that are used in olive cream cheese are just kind of like green.
Pieces.
Right. And it's like,
kind of like olive loaf.
Right. Right. So they're good. But he uses.
But at the end of the day, is olive loaf that bad? Maybe not.
Well, anyway.
It's like head cheese. Do you like head cheese?
No. And that's like toe jam.
Because, listen. If head cheese was called prosciutto.
I
You
don't.
might give it a second look.
I mean, I might, but we're talking about my olive cream cheese. So I said to Vance, can you make olive cream cheese? And so he did. And the olives that he uses turns the cream cheese kind of a pink color. So it looks super festive. And it has the salty taste. And so instead of calling it just an olive schmear, I'm like, how about Olive Stacy?
I like it.
I have trouble, do you do Olive Stacy? OLOVE, right?
Yeah.
Or I love Olive Stacy, right?
No, it's
Because
just Olive Stacy.
Olive Stacy is good, but how do you know it's olive?
Because it's olive. It's OLIVE.
Oh, so it's Olive Stacy.
Yeah.
Not I love Stacy.
No, you just say it fast enough that it's Olive Stacy.
Oh, okay.
I'll have the Olive Stacy.
Stacy.
Who doesn't love
Stacy.
Stacy?
It's on the new menu.
Woo!
It's on the old menu too, but it's going to be on the menu. I gotta figure out the right way to spell it.
I say it's Olive Stacy.
See, I love Stacy. Okay, so because I love Stacy, I think I love Stacy instead of Olive Stacy.
Well, I mean, what does Stacy want? Stacy wants the olive cream cheese. What other
You can have as much olive cream cheese as you want.
What other
Yes.
spreads do you have for people to put on their bagels?
Oh, that's such a good question because we were just talking with opening up, right? When my contractor comes back, he's missing. He went kayaking and never came back.
Oh,
And
is he all right?
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right.
They had the helicopters looking for him.
Really?
So
Only you.
it's pretty crazy. And so we Farrah and I were discussing the new cream cheeses that we want to do. And so of the new cream cheeses, one that we've done for a long time, and I don't even know if I want to say it yet, but it was done. We were doing a Mexican bar mitzvah.
Okay.
Family was from Mexico, and they said, we want scallion cream cheese and we want plain cream cheese. Can you do something that's like Mexican? And I
Wow.
was like, yeah, let's do a cilantro serrano lime
Wow.
cream cheese. And I'm just going to tell you, it was ridiculous. I was like, this is really good.
Now that's fusion.
And you
That
know what?
is.
Nobody else has it.
No.
Now somebody's going to have it because I said it. But
Well, yeah,
you
you're
know,
going to have it.
Hey, listen, yeah, I'm definitely going to have it.
This feels like it's for a Kinston mitzvah.
There you go.
Well, yeah, there you go. A quinceañera?
Yeah, but it's like, a quinceañera is around the same time that you are mitzvahed, right?
Yes.
So it's
it's a couple years later.
Okay, but it's like
Like a Sweet 16.
Kinston mitzvah.
Quinceañera mitzvah. Yeah, it's the fifth mitzvah.
There you go. Well, because Kinston is 15.
How about this? I talked about veggie cream cheese, too.
Okay, so
Because I liked veggie cream cheese when I was on the East Coast. Okay?
yeah.
And I've never really, I know it wasn't your thing. I could tell just by the way you said it. So what do we offer? Let's go there.
All right, let's do it.
We offer plain, of course.
Naturally.
Right? And scallion. You got to have good scallion cream cheese.
Yes.
And it's got to kind of maybe turn the cream cheese a little green. That's how I like it.
Okay.
I like there to be enough scallion so that it turns green, but they got to be cut really, really thin so you're not getting big old hunks of scallion. And then lox schmear. You got to have a lox schmear.
Naturally. And yours
Right,
is very dense with lox. It's great.
There's a lot of lox. Well, I got to tell you, Steve, you probably know this already. I have to like it.
Naturally.
So, have you ever gotten a lox schmear that's like orange? Okay, you go to the store, you buy that smoked salmon Philly spread.
Yep.
Where's the lox? Okay, it's pink
Yeah.
and it tastes like it, but you're not getting pieces of lox in it.
No, you're not.
And I guess that's where this comes from. right? I don't like getting gypped when it comes to food.
I get it. All right.
You know,
So we've got a lox schmear.
a scallion, plain, and the olive Stacy, right?
Yep.
Those are the four that we offer.
And don't forget egg salad.
Wait. Berry. Berry. That was another one that we developed. So we do a honey berry. And they're organic berries that we puree and make a compote and mix them in. That's Farrah's favorite.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of sweet. You know?
Yeah, I like a
It's
sweet schmear.
It's berry. Okay, so the sweet
Very
schmear
sweet.
that I would like to put on. Okay, I'd like to do cinnamon, walnut, raisin, maple, brown sugar kind of thing. You know,
Yep.
you want to just eat it plain.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know? Okay, so that's a good one for a sweet, right? I want to do a veggie.
Yep.
And then check it out. We were talking, and she goes, "Look at all of this dill that Daniel ordered." I'm like, "What the heck is he thinking? He's got like 3 weeks worth of dill, and a ton of cilantro too."
So
Right? I was like, "What's going on? What made him order all this stuff?"
What's the dill?
I'm like, "What's the deal with the dill?
oh my gosh.
What's the deal? What's the deal with the dill?"
Oh my god, there's the name of that one.
That's a good name for it.
It is.
That's it.
Way to
That's it.
go.
I feel like Billy Crystal, you know? Pass me a pickle, please.
All right. So we've got a what's the deal?
So what's the deal? What's the deal? Tell me, please. But what else is going to go with the dill? You got to do something else, right? Dill. What else? Come on.
Cilantro
Ooh, that does work, and I did say that.
and
How about this?
cucumber.
Dill pickle.
Oh,
Schmear.
Yeah, I like it.
interesting.
Right? With a little pickle juice.
All right.
Chopped up pickle.
Okay.
Somebody might go for it. You don't know.
You don't know.
You never know.
Oh my
It
gosh.
might take off. People like fried pickles, okay? People
Yeah.
like deep fried pickles. And when the deep fried pickles came out, I was a food service salesman. I was like, what is this? A hot pickle? No way.
It's delicious.
Okay, people really like it.
They're really good.
I was so wrong.
All right. Well, you know what? That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Dill pickle. What's the dill pickle? You know?
Yeah.
And that's a good one. And then you got to have, like, you know, the veggie, garlic veggie kind of thing.
I know you keep bringing up the veggie. We got it. The veggie.
All right with the veggie.
All right with the veggie.
Well, this is why Vance is the benevolent ruler of the Deli Kingdom, because he can admit when he's wrong and adapt and add something fantastic to the menu. And you do it over and over.
I'll own it up.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
In fact, what do you want? You want some, what's the dill?
Might have to try that next time I'm there for sure.
Yes.
That sounds great.
I'm telling you, man.
And I also challenge you to do something with cinnamon, please.
Well, wouldn't the cinnamon go into the walnut raisin?
Oh, maybe. Perfect.
Sounds fantastic.
All right. Of course,
Sounds like
Yeah.
a dream.
we're out of time, of course. But if you want to try a bagel from Dingfelder's and try one of the schmears, may I recommend the Isle of Stacy? Then, of course,
Which bagel do you like that on, Stace?
I'm a big fan of it on a pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Pumpernickel.
Yeah, and also a poppy.
Toasted poppy is money.
Yeah,
Just gotta say.
it's amazing. So go to Dingfelder's and get it. And you can also go to dingfelders.com, check out what he's got there, go to Nourish Catering. And if you want something that is perfect for your Kinsen Mitzvah, he has just the thing.
Vance,
All right.
we love you. Thanks so much.
Oh, God bless you too.
Thanks,
care.
Vance.
Amazing. Thank you. Bye, Stace.
Bye.
Talk to you next
Bye,
week.
Eric.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Now I want a poppy seed bagel with
Yeah,
the olive Stacy.
I wasn't thinking bagels till this conversation, and
Yeah.
now it's all I can think about, of course.
And I mean,
Looking forward to it.
they're so good. He does such a good job. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, of course, we're almost out of time here. So, we cannot end the show without knowing what we're talking about next week.
That's right.
So, what is it?
Thing you want to. You came up with these.
I did come up with these. Okay,
What is thing you want to?
I can find what it is right here. It is the thing you want to do that seems too big.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
So, like I want to be,
that one's a thinker.
it's a thinker, like that thing that you're like, I don't know. And you think that you're not in a position to do it, or it's just too big.
That thing you do.
That thing
We'll
you
find
do.
out what it is.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great week. We will see you next week with some more Don't Ask Me to Talk with Stacey and Eric.